Now to the war in the Middle East. And we have just learned that U.S. Central Command has announced it will begin a blockade of Iranian ports tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. CENTCOM said the blockade would be enforced against vessels of all nations entering or departing Iranian ports and coastal areas. President Trump said earlier today the U.S. Navy would immediately begin a blockade of ships entering or leaving the Strait of Hormuz after U.S. Iran ceasefire talks in Pakistan ended without an agreement. The White House says the president wants to weaken Iran's key leverage in the war on the waterway that was responsible for 20% of global oil shipping before the war began. Meanwhile, as war rages on, President Trump is said to be still talking about invading Cuba. This was the hot topic on today's Meet the Press, where the president of Cuba said a U.S. attack will come with consequences.
If the time comes, I don't think there would be any justification for the United States to launch a military aggression against Cuba, or for the U.S. to undertake a surgical operation or the kidnapping of a president. If that happens, there'll be fighting and there'll be a struggle, and we'll defend ourselves. And if we need to die, we'll die.
And new from overseas tonight, Hungarian voters today ousted long-serving Prime Minister Viktor Orban after 16 years in power. Election victor Peter Magyar, a former Orban loyalist who campaigned against corruption on everyday issues like health care and public transport, has pledged to rebuild Hungary's relationships with the European Union and NATO.